Hey, welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. We're going to kayak on Lake Michigan today.
Scott is talking to his hat, right?
So if you're staying at the Mackinaw City KOA, you come out of the entrance of the KOA and make a right on Trails End Road. You go down approximately 2 miles and you come right to this public beach where you can put your kayaks in and enjoy the clear water and the beaches. So these are some new kayak racks that Tim and Dawn have, made by Tool. And you'll see they'll slide and angle down so you don't have to reach up and get them. Tim is going to demonstrate how easy this works. And that is how you can access your kayaks and not have to jump up on top. I'm thinking Santa Claus might be bringing those for me. We'll have to see. Here he is on the other side. There you go. All right, I gotta climb up and get mine. So this is Lake Michigan. And it looks beautiful. Look how clear that water is, Marie. What do you think about Lake Michigan, Tim? Looks pretty, huh? The water is beautiful blue and clear. Yeah, because the wind's blowing this way, so if we go upwind in the beginning and then kind of float back.
So we should go that way?
At least we have a goal.
Yeah.
To get to that point. There's nothing here. Just continues. If you want to go out that point over there.
Kind of far, isn't it?
We can cut corner here a little bit. Cheap.
Hopefully we can see some fish swimming around in
I
it.
want to go out a little deeper.
Yeah.
I have this on backwards.
Here's your paddle. You ready?
Yep. Oh, it's so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll watch it.
I need my 7mm.
I'm down at Watkins Glen at Kmart. Oh, good. Or Walmart. I just wanted something and wanted to find something, and this is what they have.
Yep, no, it's good.
I know.
Your mesh is right above the
Yep.
Look how clear the water is. Look how clear this water is, Dawn. Yeah, this is not as cold as I thought it was going to be, but it is shallow here. Look at that change in blue as you go deeper.
Yeah, so we're on Lake Superior. No, Michigan.
We're on Michigan.
Michigan.
I think we're on Michigan. I think that's what the paper said. You're gonna bang into you there, Dawn.
All right.
How's your foot holding up?
Yeah, that's fine.
It was okay carrying them down?
Yeah. It's my dog.
Mm. This is pretty water, man.
Reminds me of the Keys.
Yeah,
The blue.
yeah. It's just so clear. Like you're so used to
Green or
the
brown.
fresh water at home, yeah, that you can't see the bottom.
Right.
Well, they don't have a tide here, but the problem is the lake level still changes based on the weather.
And freezes.
Yeah, and you know, there are years when it might be down 5 or 6 feet and years when it's up 2 feet.
Oh, it might like
We're not used to clear water in Pennsylvania. So if you're looking for something to do in Michigan and you're near Mackinac, drop the kayaks in the lake. The water's beautiful. There's Tim, Dawn, Gene, Brian, Marie's over there. This does remind me a little bit of the Chesapeake Bay with how uninhabited it is. So what's that, 12.5 foot?
yes.
Brian, you were right about looking at the stars. Look at that observatory. I wonder what the name of that observatory is.
Move it on out, buddy. Move it on out.
I don't know. It might be, because that's an observatory.
Yeah, it might be where that person is. Reaching up.
I think it was back the same road. Or some structure was out there years ago, maybe some kind of a light. We have to investigate. We'll have the wind with us though on the way back. Yeah, with our luck it'll shift.
I didn't think we'd get to that point. This is so easy.
You see them?
No, I said you can fish.
Yeah. I've been looking. And a lot of them are hard to see on the surface, you know, they're hiding in the rocks.
See if they move.
There's the duck. That looks like a wood duck. Quack, 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 quack.
Got dinner.
I mean, we're in the middle of July. This is busy season right now. Life here that was under us on the way back, but it's not as prevalent as it is down in the bay.
No, now it's here too. Like
Yeah.
there's some
Good,
particular areas there is
good grass.
But you figure it's protected here
Yeah.
from any like storm water, waves,
Yeah.
because of the break wall.
So there should be bait fish in here if there's grass for them to hide.
We have so many farms up there everywhere. That's why the water is so polluted, right?
A lot of the agriculture, the phosphorus runoff.
Quick.
Yeah, it's clear, so I guess you can see how fast you're traveling. I remember you saying our goal was to get to that point.
I thought we'd go along the edge more, but
I love it. We're moving, you're moving.
Yeah, I want to get enough because then you get, you know, lots of different shots you can choose. Okay.
With our big paddles up. Oh, like this.
Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay.
Alright.
yeah, I put lots of chocolate chips in mine, so that's energy.
I had a ham and cheese omelet today. Right by that big tall pine tree is the trail where those people are standing.
Fingers cramping up.
Do you need help
Hold
getting?
it that far.
Do you need help getting out then?
I don't have to.
So we'd like to talk to you about our excursion on the kayaks.
Okay.
Where do we take the kayaks?
We were kayaking on Lake Michigan.
So from the campground, if you make a right, you drive maybe 2 miles and you come to the beach. There is a pit toilet bathroom there and a nice parking lot. So we took the kayaks and launched into Lake Michigan. And originally our goal was to reach what?
There was like a point that we could see off the shoreline. So we were gonna kayak to that point.
So we decided to kayak to this point. Tim thought that
That would be far enough.
that we would be lucky to get there. But what did we find when we started kayaking?
Well, we realized that the current wasn't bad at all, and we arrived at that point
sooner than we
thought, much sooner than we thought. So
we wanted to keep going.
So we had more times, and we were enjoying ourselves. It was a beautiful day, so we went even farther out into Lake Michigan, around the point.
So when we went around that point, we could see an observatory, and we originally had talked about the Dark Sky Park. The official title is Headlands International Dark Sky Park. And a lot of people go over there in the evening to look at the sky because there's not a lot of light pollution from that particular area.
I know you can bring your own blanket and stay there as long as you like. Pick your spot on the grass. So anyway.
So it was a nice area to explore with the kayaks, and then it looked like there was either an old lighthouse or a dock or something that we were paddling around. And we did find out that for those of you who go geocaching, there are some geocache treasures out there at that spot. So that would be a good geocaching trip, you know, if you're on your,
for little ones.
yeah, on the kayaks. But you have to get to it by water. You can't get to it by land.
Right.
So that was really nice to see. And then the water temperature was not as cold as I thought. What did you think about that water temperature?
Yeah, I think it was closer to like 70. Don't you think, the water?
Yeah, 65 to 70. It was not as cold as I thought it was going to be, but we were in very shallow water, which tends to warm first.
Right, and we could see the bottom of the lake.
That was, to me, that was the most amazing thing about this kayaking trip. Lake Michigan is as clear as the water in Destin or in the Florida Keys.
Yes.
I mean, it was that clear. We were just amazed at how clear it really was.
Kind of looked like cobblestone.
Yeah. Yeah, the bottom of the lake was a stone, and then over by the Dark Sky Park, we saw some bay grasses in there in the protected side behind that like breakwater where those geocaches are. So it was really pleasant. You know, we're from Pennsylvania, so if we see the bottom of a lake or a river, we're in trouble if we have the boat with us. We're not used to seeing clear water that's 30 or 40 feet deep. So that was a pleasant surprise. It was a really nice kayak. It's free. There were no charges for the beach or any of that stuff. So if you are into kayaking or paddle boarding or any of the water sports and you use the Mackinac KOA, you have a place right around the corner to put your kayaks in. And if we wanted to, we could have put in early in the morning, started in Lake Michigan, paddled around the point underneath the Mighty Mac Bridge into Lake Huron, and then gotten out in Mackinaw City, and we would have kayaked in 2 different Great Lakes.
Oh, okay.
So that would have been cool. We didn't do that because we had about, I don't know, 6 hours or so to dedicate to kayaking, because some of the folks in our group were going to the Lumberjack Festival. So we really enjoyed it. Hey, if this video helped you and you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. It does help me out a lot. Also, ring that bell. You'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps too. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. And thanks for watching.